Today, we're going to take a little Fender Reverb amp that my cousin found in the trash at a recycling center and do a diagnose and repair, have a short discussion about the circuit, and do a simple mod that makes it sound badass. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, stay tuned. Okay, so here's where the problem is. We're good on clean. Turn the reverb down to take care of the noise. And we're going to switch to the gain channel. Everything's down. You hear that? Something's just farting out. I can turn this gain up. And it's like that, but I'm going to try to be careful with this and not blow my eardrums out, but all or nothing and horrible. Check this out. Watch this light. Something's seriously wrong with that. I don't know if it was a mod or a bad cap letting DC through here, because I'd say there's definitely DC on that. Well, now we gotta open it up and see what's up. Unplugged for safety. Fender reverb tank. Check this out. My 3-foot long braids are gone. Damn, did somebody glue these knobs? This is just a piece of speaker wire. But if I wrap my fingers around it, boom, there goes the knob. I'll find it later. I don't know what the hell this thing is. But it fits everything. So I get in here at the circuit board. I'm looking around. I'm like, okay. This is the problem here somewhere in the gain circuit. So I'm looking all around here. Nothing burnt. These capacitors and stuff are bent over, but I checked them all real close and nothing's touching anything to stop it from working right. And I'm like, hold up a minute. Look at that chipping. Chipping there. That's strange. So, flip this thing over here, and you can see right here. I don't know what kind of person's idea of a mod this was. That's what I suspected. But they took LD1 and LD2 out right there and ripped the traces out of here when they did it. So, how about that? Let's take a look at the schematic. These are placed in the configuration of clipping diodes, but they use LEDs as clipping diodes, as I've done in an amplifier I built, and a lot of people do this in effects pedals and things. But I'm trying to understand why somebody would take these out. I guess they thought, well, if I take the clipping away, it'll sound smoother and more analog, something like that. Maybe something stupid they seen online. Maybe they were going to replace these with diodes, with plain diodes, and get some kind of what they thought would be a good clipping effect out of that. Maybe they just thought it would make it louder. If it's not clipping, it'll be like, oh yeah, it's loud. It's stupid. It sucks. Sounds like shit. But let's look at this. LD1, LD2. Come up here. Look at our parts list. Okay, here we go. LD1 and LD2. Red LEDs. Luminex CSO2. Red LEDs. That's all they are. It's not much different than the LED that is used as the power light. My thinking is that they went to take them out. They're going to replace them with diodes or something, and they realized they ripped the traces loose and they're in over their head and they couldn't fix it. I'm going to have to do bodge wires to take care of those traces. Now, I'll probably just use the legs of the LEDs, but yeah, you just can't do that. Let me look at it in the circuit again. Let's see here. Yeah, the one side of them is tied together, and the other side, well, hell, they're tied together here, then they're tied to these LEDs, and one in one direction, one in the other. I've never seen this type of clipping. This is doubling the clipping, but I guess that's what you need to take it down when, I mean, you're coming in, you got 11 millivolts, 95 millivolts, and then, what's this? 525 millivolts. I bet you right now it's got like 2 or 3 volts coming out of it. It's crazy. Instead of it clipping these out, they're just missing. They're just missing, and it's just feeding right through. Well, I really don't understand it. I could see if you had this hooked only to, like, say it was coming out of here and going around through here, then you'd be getting asymmetrical clipping, but I guess I'll just throw a set of LEDs in there and see what happens. Now, I could replace these with red LEDs like they say they're supposed to. I could replace them with pretty much any of these LEDs, but I like the way the blue ones sound in the clipping circuit. They are just a little bit higher voltage, so they actually clip harder.
Science!
I like it. It's a good sound. Take these and put the long leg through the plus. Whoop. The long leg through the plus. Right. Whoop. Right there. Blue LEDs. Clipping mod. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it over. I gotta try to smooth. That's tough. I just need it in there is all, so I can take a little burn. Alright, that's stuck. One more little turn, one more little solder, and I'll be able to clip. Need to take the pliers, hold this steady, and then bend it a little more. Gotta go around that. Alright, I'll try to solder on the back side. That's ugly, but I think it's gonna work, if that's the problem. I really wish it was stuck better right here. I think I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot right here. Just try to smash this down in there. There we go. No foot shooting. Well, I've redone all the traces, so I'm gonna clip that all off and scrub it with some alcohol. Give it a try. Well, there's the repair. It's not the most beautiful thing in the whole world, but if that was the problem and they didn't unhook those because of some other problem, this thing should work after this alcohol dries out. Show all the ugliness. That'll work. I mean, heck, look, I had to run that little bitty bodge wire in there. That was rough. I would have run one from there to there, but that one pad was still there. If it doesn't work, I might try running one there. I'm ready to test it. I didn't put it together because I'm that confident. I just stuck it together because the chassis needs ground in here. So let's hope nothing crazy happened. That bodge could have been done as a repair for something else. We appear to have killed it dead. Well, now I feel real damn dumb because the problem is I didn't have it plugged all the way in. Oh, she's fixed. I can already tell. That's good to go right there. This is not mic'd. There is no effects of any kind. It's just the amp. There. Soften it up, fucking crank it. And that ain't all the gain. Yep. Blue LEDs. Well guys, that just about does it for this video. If you found this entertaining or educational in any way, please give it a like and maybe subscribe. Till next time! Science!